Hey guys, it's Jared with today's trade recap. I ended up being 102% of my daily profit target, so I had a good day, but it was kind of an exhausting one. I had a great trade on PLTR right off the bat. I was plus 60%. Then I had a hotkey error on workhorse that cost me big time and dropped me from plus 60 to minus 75%. I was a little in my head at that point. Luckily I kept trading and I was able to capture a really nice trade on Mara, and that made me that allowed me to get all the way back to plus 102%. So it was a good day, but a hotkey mistake in the middle kind of put it on ice for a while. My watch list today was PLTR, SLV, Mara, and NIO. And I kind of had some backup tickers, Ride and Workhorse, and I was going to watch those in case some of the other ones didn't get good volume. And that's usually a bad sign for me. When I try and watch more than 4 stocks, even if I call it a secondary list, it usually backfires. And the one that I made the hotkey mistake on was Workhorse, so it did bite me today. So here's my trade on PLTR. This is what started my day off. It gapped way up overnight, so it had gapped up today. In pre-market it kind of pushed up, came back down, kind of hung out around VWAP, volume kind of trickled off on the downside, and it was a long. So I didn't catch this first long, but as it started getting near this breakout level here, I took it long, and I'm really happy with this entry. Sometimes I don't take entries in this situation because I'm fearful that it's going to pull back further and I miss good opportunities, and I'm glad I didn't hesitate on this one. So I took it long there. I partialed out really aggressively, which this is where this trade could have improved. 3 partials that soon, you know, I really should have waited longer, and this trade could have been even better for me. But took 3 partials, and then it kept on going up all the way, and this 39 level was an obvious potential opportunity for an exit. So I was watching. So I got some more partials in on this pullback here. I added this pullback's a little bold because this is quite a bit of volume for me to do a pullback on, but it worked out and was able to get a couple more partials and then out at break even right here. So this trade is what made me plus 60% for the day. And if I had better trade management here, if I had only taken 2 partials instead of 3 right there, for example, or even better if I'd only taken 1, I mean this might have just ended my day one and done, and prevented me from even playing around further with Workhorse. But okay, so after PLTR went over to NIO, and NIO just it's kind of range trading. I honestly don't know why it was on my watch list. There's no movement here. This is boring, and I tried to take it short. I got 1 partial out at break even. It's fine. You know, it was a tiny winner for me, but NIO is just not really doing much right now. If I bring over the daily chart, it's boring. I mean, it's just range bound right now. It's gonna find its way out, but right now it's just kind of chunking around in here, and that's not ideal for my style of trading. So I'm gonna move that over. So NIO pretty much went nowhere. Then I was looking around for more opportunities, and I got to Workhorse, and Workhorse was diving here. But what I liked was I meant to take this long for a VWAP reversal. So I thought, all right, it kind of bottomed out here. We threw a hammer, we threw a shooting star, volumes coming in on the long side. I wanted to take it long around 38 to push for 38.50, and then if we were lucky, maybe come up to these moving averages. I accidentally took it short, and not only did I take it short because of a hotkey error, I got a terrible fill. So when I hit buy, I actually hit go short, but I thought I was hitting a long position, and it was like the price action was right around 38, like 38.02, something like that. Well, my fill was 37.77. So I got a terrible fill, and it was short. And I saw my P&L pop up, and immediately after I entered that position, I was down huge, and I just exited. And I'm glad I didn't mess with it too much. But this is what wiped out, plus 60% on my first trade and took me down to minus 75. And then it looked like it stabilized a bit. I kind of figured out what went wrong, and I tried to take it long again. And again, I was just a little scared, bad psychology, stopped out right there for no gain. And then my best trade of the day was on Mara. So now I'm still negative on the day, and I'm trying to decide, do I want to just call it because of my mistake and my bad psychology, or do I want to try to trade my way out of this? Luckily, I traded my way out of this, and what we can see is, Mara one, again, it gapped up big time. It kind of pushed down. This is probably profit taking in the opening here. You can see it got near this 50 MA, which is also the 200 MA on the 1 minute chart, and started coming back up. Volume started trickling in. Not a lot of volume, as people waited to see what was going to happen, and it got above the 50 MA, above VWAP. It touched the 50, broke out, kind of came back down, and I went ahead and took it long off of the 100 MA here. And what I liked was just seeing this much volume come in as it broke up. And it kind of just hovered around here for a while. You can see this whole next minute candle, it was just lingering right there, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen. And then it just exploded upwards. And this move happened really fast. It was almost like someone had a really big order and drove the price up real quick. So I got 3 partials out, boom, 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 real quick. It kind of hovered around here for a while, got another one. The volume on the bearish side didn't really come in. You can see, like, the volume's not really coming in that big on this pullback, so I liked what I saw for an add, so I went ahead and added right there. Took some of it out pretty quickly because I was expecting more volume faster. Added back in because the price, then the magic started happening. Boom, boom, boom. Got a bunch of partials, broke through the 29 level, which I was looking at for a couple partials, and then once 29 lost it, I kind of just thought it was done for the day. When it broke through, I thought there was a chance it might push for 30, but once it lost it, even on low volume, it kind of lost it pretty quick. I could have hung out because it did get to 29.50, but my share size was so small at this point it didn't matter. Alright, so that was my day. Really proud of this Mara trade and the PLTR trade. This is the best one of the day. Not just profitability, but execution. I mean, my ads were really good, and also on the PLTR one, it was nice, but really, since I captured almost a full dollar on PLTR to only make 60% of my daily profit goal is just not good enough. So that was purely a result of me partialing too quickly on my first 3 partials on PLTR. But happy I recovered today, and happy to reach my profit target. So good way to start the week.